Hello, Taurus. How are y'all doing? I want to take a little look here at the next 3 months since we just very recently transitioned, through the fall equinox. Let's see how things are looking for the remainder of the fall season. If you would like to find information on scheduling personal readings, please look in the description of this video. And it has been made official. The mini readings will remain throughout October, and then on Halloween night, we're taking them off, okay? So for those of you interested in that throughout the month of October, jump on that, because again, when we do them, I never know how long, and then when we take them off, I don't know for how long. It could be a month, could be 6 months, could be a year before we do that again. I really don't know. My schedule's getting a little bit busy, so gotta make time. All right, so the first thing I want to start off here with is the past person. Past person for the next 3 months. If you're not inquiring about somebody from the past, then this is not for you. This is not for you. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the energy between Taurus and the past person. Ooh, what's this all about? Hang on, I don't want to speak on that yet. Hang on. I don't want to get your hopes up because that could go 2 different directions. Hang on. 2 more shuffles, 2 more. Ah, the 2 of Wands. Okay, I see. 9 of Wands reversed. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. All right, and the 3 of Wands. That's what I thought. Okay, so I feel like you are going to be given an opportunity to either attempt a reconciliation with the past person or keep moving on and see who else the universe can bring into your life. So I feel like you're going to be given a choice here. I feel like you're going to be given a choice. These 2 kings coming out in the reverse, I'm not too thrilled about. These are 2 of the worst kings to be in the reverse. The King of Wands, King of Cups, King of Wands, both reversed. It's telling me that there might be some manipulation and some games being played. Okay, 8 of Cups reversed. I feel like you're going to be given a choice. Do you want to attempt this again? Or have you learned your lesson? Do you want to move forward with a new person? All right, let's look at this person's true intentions. Whoops. Sorry about that. Bumped my tripod. Okay. Let's see this person's true intentions. What are the true intentions of the past person Taurus is inquiring about? What are the true intentions, true feelings? What do they really want with you? How do they really, truly feel? Hang on. This deck's still asleep. Hold up. The World card. All right. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Okay. I see what's going on here. I see what's happening here with that 7 of Cups energy there. So what this person's been doing is trying to find somebody new. Somebody, anybody. Somebody, anybody, somebody, just a faceless, nameless somebody. Just somebody. I don't care who, And I feel like what's happening is this person is finding themselves stagnant, stuck at a standstill. Can't find anybody new to come in, or anybody they do connect with. They're just not vibing with them. So now, look, I know that there's all kinds of different situations we're dealing with here, but you know who's the worst at this? Men. Men do this shit. Men are horrible at this. Well, I can't find nobody new. I'm kind of lonely. Everybody I'm trying to connect with is either not vibing with me, or they ghost me, or they're just not interested. So come on, fellas, don't lie. What do? You look back in the past, right? Yeah, you do. Don't lie. Yeah, you do. Oh, yes, you do. Now, like I said, I know there's all kinds of situations here. Dealing with men, women, or whatever the fuck else they got out there nowadays. But men are horrible about this. Ain't nobody new coming in. So what do? Look back in the past. That's what this is. Now, I don't think that this person's intentions are intrinsically bad. I don't think they're intrinsically bad. Like at the deepest level, I think this person does want to give it a try, a whole new start. Let's try this again. Let's wipe the slate clean, But are they willing or able to bring a new energy back to the connection? That's the question. That's the question. Five of Pentacles reversed. So it doesn't really look like they are intentionally wanting to just play games with you. They're probably going to end up resorting to that, though. They probably will, honestly. Because, you all have all heard the old phrase that the definition of insanity is to keep trying the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Well, that's what most people do when they attempt reconciling a past relationship. That's what most people do, They come back with the same attitude, the same energy, the same everything. They haven't changed a damn thing. And they're just expecting for it to magically play out differently, and it won't. It doesn't. That's why they turn into on and off, 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 on and off. And they stay on and off and on and off and on and off, because that's what usually ends up happening. All right, well, I guess let's just jump straight into the outcome then. What's the outcome? Ooh, Queen of Cups reversed. I don't really think you're buying it. I don't think you are. More than likely, you're probably going to end up not going for this. I know some of you are sitting there thinking, no, he's full of shit. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I don't think you will. I don't think you will. I think you, see? King and Queen of Cups both reversed. So what I think is going to end up happening here is you're going to be given the privilege, and yes, it is a privilege, to see this person from a whole new light. A lot of times when we get really emotionally attached to somebody, that can very easily blind you, right? You can put the blinders on and all the red flags fly over your head, and you just ignore them, you make excuses for them and this and that, and then you separate from that person, and it hurts and it's painful and it's lonely and all those horrible things, but you don't know it. You're not aware of what's happening, but you're doing some healing. Okay, the healing process is very extensive, like we've talked about, but you're doing a little bit of healing. Okay, and you're doing a little bit of learning, evolving, and growing, whether you know it or not. And then, I don't know, 3 months later, 6 months later, definitely if it's like a year later, then you connect back with this person again, and the image you have in your mind, in your memory, is the way you saw them back then. Now, when they come back into your life, you see them for who they really are. And it's like, oh, really? I've been sitting around tripping over you? What's wrong with me? What? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm good. No, I'm good. Sorry. I think you're going to turn it down. I think you are. And you probably don't believe me. I guarantee there's a bunch of you right now yelling at the screen. You're full of shit, Rich. You don't know what you're talking about. Watch. I bet you turn it down. What's the advice? What's the best advice? See it? See it? That's the advice. See it? Eh? Now, okay. Maybe some of you will give it a shot, okay? I'm sure there's a couple of you that probably will. And maybe that's what's best. Maybe you need to go on another trip around the merry-go-round before it clicks. Oh, I see what's going to keep happening. If I keep playing the same game, I will keep winning the same prize. Oh. That's the advice. Enough said. Enough said. Okay, let's look at the current person. Let's take a look at the current person. If you're not experiencing any issues, concerns, or problems with somebody who's currently a part of your life, then this is not for you. Let's see how it's looking. Let's see how it's looking, boy. What's the issue between Taurus and the current person? What's the issue? Boom. Okay, 4 of Wands. Okay, that's a beautiful energy. I don't see anything wrong with that. Hangman. Okay, communication is horrible. That's one thing. Bam. Yeah, communication is terrible. Communication between y'all do not speak the same language. Could be a Pisces for some of you, but yeah, communication is terrible. Terrible. But, there it is. I had a feeling. I'm like, well, what's wrong with this? What's the problem? It's looking beautiful. So, you're still holding on to something that happened in the past, aren't you? I mean, I'm not here to preach one way or the other on that. I'm really not. The only thing that I can say is whatever it was that did happen in the past, if that is not processed through properly, it's like an ice cube sitting out on a hot sidewalk. It's eventually gonna be done and over at some point in time. I don't see that happening anytime soon, though, especially if you're married to this person. I don't see divorce happening anytime soon. So for those of you who came to this wondering whether or not you and the person you're married to are getting divorced, it doesn't look like it anytime soon, no. But that's the problem that I'm seeing here is whatever it was that happened in the past is still, y'all still haven't worked through it. Let's see this person's true energy and intentions. If this person did something in the past, have they been working on changing their ways? What's this person's true energy, intentions, and how do they feel about Taurus? Let's see. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. All right, last one. And Page of Swords reversed again. Okay. All right. There it is again. There it is again. Okay. All right. So they want to leave the past in the past, and that's very smart. You should. You should. However, most of the time, leaving the past in the past doesn't just involve letting it go and forgetting about it. Most of us try to do that, when we wish it could be that simple, but it's really not. Really not usually. There's a process of working through this energy and using the energy for the future. Okay? So, like, let's say, well, God forbid, hopefully somebody didn't cheat in the past. I mean, I don't know. Me personally, that's a fucking deal breaker for me. That's a deal breaker, period. I mean, there's no excuse. There's no exception. There's no way around that. You cheat, I'm gone. Fucking gone. cheating and domestic violence to me. If you fuck someone or you hit me, I'm gone. Bye. Period. End of discussion. Now, maybe not everybody sees it that way. Now, I'm sure not everybody sees it that way. But whatever it was that happened in the past, you don't want to just let it go. And I think that's what this person's wanting to do. I do think that they genuinely are sorry for whatever they did. I do think that they do have good intentions of changing, but they're not handling it properly. They are expecting you to just let go of it and forget it ever happened. And it doesn't quite work that way. It's not really the way it works. Not quite. Not quite, you know? We have to talk this through, which it doesn't look like they're very good at doing. We got to talk this through. You know, we got to come to some sort of, agreement. We got to meet eye to eye, and we have to show that we're willing to make changes. I have to admit to you, yeah, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. That was fucked up of me. I shouldn't have done that. It's something that I need to work on. I'm going to start working on this. And not only do I say that because that sounds cute, I'm going to show you. You're going to watch me with your two eyes work on this, on whatever it was. You're going to witness me. You're going to sit back and you're going to witness me making changes, working on this little whatever it is, So, yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, honestly. It really doesn't. I just don't think the situation is being handled properly. I don't think it is. That's the only issue. Okay, let's look at the outcome. What's the outcome? What's the outcome? Ace of Swords reversed. So I'm not really seeing communication happening. Not really. I'm seeing kind of a flat line, honestly. Kind of a flat line of experiences. Whatever it's been like for the past 6 months, it'll probably be like that for the next 6 months. Yeah, see? Yeah. Okay. 3 aces in the reverse. Flat line. Okay. 3 aces all reversed. I don't see you going anywhere, though. Again, for those of you who came to this reading wondering whether or not the two of you are separating, no, not that I'm seeing. Not anytime soon. What's the advice? What is the advice? Okay. All right. Okay. Now, you can only do so much. There's only so much you as an individual can actually do. I would recommend having a conversation. Okay, or at least attempting to have a conversation. And if you just cannot get this person to open up and talk, and sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. You can't force somebody. You can't demand it out of them. You can't shame them. You can't guilt trip them. You can't force somebody to open up and talk. Okay, so I need to go inside and I need to work through this myself. I need to go inside and work through this myself. So, how do we work through these things? How do we transmute energy? How do we do that? Number 1, I need to figure out what I learned from that experience. After I figure out what I learned from it, I need to start applying what I learned to my life. And as long as I do this with enough dedication and consistency, it will start to improve my life for the better. And then when that happens, I take the new improvements in my life and tie them directly to that experience. And the last and final step is I express gratitude for the experience, because these improvements would not have been able to happen in my life without that experience. See what I'm saying? This is how we transmute energy. We have to take a situation, an experience, something that happened, and use it to deliberately create something new. And once we've created the new thing, whatever it is, we tie the new thing to the experience and express gratitude for the experience. That is when the energy transmutation process is complete, is when you're expressing gratitude. Okay? All right, now let's look at the new person. New person. If you're not currently dealing with or inquiring about, somebody who just recently made their way into your life, then this is not for you. Let's look at the energy between Taurus and the new person for the next 3 months through the remainder of fall. Throughout the remainder of fall, let's see. Fool card reversed. Could be an Aries for some of you. Page of Swords. Okay, cool. Two of Swords. You're still up in your head. I still feel like you're up in your head, not 100% sure if you want to move all the way forward with this person or keep your options open. I feel like you got one foot out the door in a way. I feel like in a way you kind of got one foot out the door, man. You're not all the way in this. What's going on, Taurus? That's not like you. That ain't like you. What's going on here? What's the dealio, Emilio? Ace of Swords. So communication is great between the two of you. Communication is beautiful. What's the dealio, Emilio? Why ain't you all the way in this? Okay. This death card I'm feeling like is a positive thing. Could be a Scorpio, by the way. Let's see, who do I got here? I have Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, and Aries. Okay. So this right here, see, this is not one of those types of connections that is going to flip your world upside down overnight. In a way, there's a part of us that kind of wishes our world would flip upside down overnight because, you know, we have this thing we do as humans where we just tend to get sick of our life and want to change for no apparent fucking reason. We're just bored. So, but most of the time it doesn't really work that way. It does sometimes. I'm not going to say it never does, but more often than not, whenever it's time for us to enter into a new chapter in life, it's usually a slow, gradual transitionary process, you know? Usually it's very slow, and that's a good thing. Trust me, for about 5 years, my life was series of tower moments, one after another, after another, after another. For 5 years, I lived that way, by the seat of my pants. You know, I'd have to move to a new city, start building from scratch. Universe would rip the rug out from under me, and I'd have to bounce to a new city, start building from scratch. Universe would rip the rug out from under me. And this is just how my life went. Just bouncing, 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 bouncing. Trust me, you don't always want the rug ripped out from under you overnight. Not always. So it looks like this is a slow, gradual transitionary process. Let's see what this person's intentions are with you, though. Let's see what their intentions are with you. What's the new person's intentions with Taurus? Nine of Wands reversed. Okay. So at first they had a lot of defense mechanisms in place when you all very first connected. Okay. They are slowly but surely letting their guard down. The more they get to know you, the more they're starting to trust you. Could be a fire sign for some of you. I see what it is. Okay. I see what it is. So this person does not want to walk away. I feel like they have a fear of abandonment. They have some issues. Very low self-confidence, little to no self-esteem, and a fear of abandonment and rejection. And I don't know how well they're doing. Most people, when they have issues like this, they usually try to cover it up. I can't really tell by looking at this whether or not they're trying to cover it up. But even if you're trying to cover it up, people can still sense that. They can still pick up on that. They may not consciously know they're picking up on that, you know, but you're picking up that something's weird. Something's weird. Something fucking weird about you, man. What's going on? I'm just getting the weirdest vibe. I can't put my finger on it. Because what my intuition feels and what my eyes see are two different things. So I'm confused. This is a battle between ego and intuition. What's going on? You're trying to figure it out. The ego immediately gets to work trying to figure out what the intuition is picking up on. And that's when the two, you know, twist together and start butting heads. But yeah, this person has a lot of feelings for you. A lot. A lot, a lot. Okay? They do not want to walk away. They do not want you to walk away. They're trying not to push you away, but I feel like you're picking up on these insecurities that they have, and it's kind of a turnoff. It's like, I don't know what's going on with you, but I just don't know if this is going to work. Is this going to work? What the fuck is going on? What's up with you? You feel so strange or something so awkward and weird. You know what I mean? And okay, all right. Well, their intentions are not bad. Their intentions are not bad. All right? Let's see the outcome. Outcome time, outcome time. What's the outcome? Okay, 8 of Pentacles. Okay, the 4 of Cups reversed. 10 of Pentacles too. Page of Cups, okay. So it's just going to be slow. It's going to be slow. Okay. Uh-oh, there's probably going to be a couple of disagreements between the two of you. With the 5 of Wands here, probably going to be a couple of disagreements. Okay, y'all bound to not see eye to eye, you know. But for the very most part, with the 10 of Pentacles and the Empress, I feel like this is more than likely going to be something long-term. So you may as well go ahead and kick your shoes off and get comfy, because you and this person just got to get to know each other. This person's letting their guard down slowly. Slowly. They're letting you in just very, very slowly. Okay? Let's get the advice. Let's get the advice. Oop, oop. Hang on. Okay, Page of Cups. Hermit reversed. Okay, so yeah, don't try to make this move faster than it's moving. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. Be very neutral and emotionally independent. You don't know how important this is. New faces, ask my following that's been with me for years now. I will preach this until my face turns blue and the cows come home. Emotional independence. Emotional independence. Okay? What that means is you do not depend on another person to make you feel the way you want to feel. That's all that means. That's all that means. So if you're neutral, like, I'm cool if it happens, I'm cool if it doesn't. Maybe I can trust you, maybe I can't. Oh well, it is what it is. And you stand in that emotional integrity, that's a very attractive, magnetic energy. Very attractive and very magnetic, okay? This person will let their guard down slowly but surely. You just have to remain neutral. You can't be too demanding, okay? You can't demand that they do it the way you want them to do it. You can't demand that they do it, you know, anything other than what is naturally happening, okay? Let it flow. And I think that this person, you have to show them that they can trust you. Okay, how do you do that? How do you do that? How do I prove to you that I'm not going to do you like the last person did? How do I prove that? Time. Time, dedication, patience, and consistency. Time, dedication, patience, and consistency. I keep showing up and showing out. I am who I say I am. My actions match up with my words. I'm ride or die. I'm loyal, you know, and you're just going to see me keep being me, and I'm not changing. I'm not lying to you. I'm not playing no games, and I am showing up consistently. And after a certain period of time, maybe 2, 3, 4 months, the person's going to be like, wow, Maybe you are the real fucking deal. Because, you know, how many people out there today have ever actually met someone they can trust? Very few people. Very few. The overwhelming majority of people on this planet don't even know what it feels like to actually be able to trust someone. Don't even know what it feels like. So it gets to the point to where they think that lack of trust is normal. No, it's not. It's really not normal. Not normal at all. You know? So most people get hurt, get fucked over, lied to, manipulated, abused, cheated on, and then your defenses go up. And anybody new that comes into your life, you're automatically on guard. You know? Watching. Watching. And I'm not letting you in here yet. I'm watching you. And then after a certain point, you know, it's like, okay, you ain't going to do me like that, are you? And they let their guard down slowly. Give this person the chance to let their guard down, okay? All righty. I feel like those were the messages that my Taurus friends needed to hear, so I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along. I am eternally grateful for every ounce of love, support, and positive feedback you guys show me day in and day out every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find the information on how to schedule a personal reading. I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity.